Welcome back once again to Warcraft 3. When we last left off, we defeated the Blackrock clan in Chapter 2. So let's jump right in with the interlude Jaina's meeting. One quick note, I turned off the unit responses for when you're selecting a group and giving them orders and such like that, because I feel it's kind of annoying. What I'm going to do is, so what that means is when I click on them repeatedly, you're no longer going to get to hear a pissed off quote if I do it a whole bunch. So what I'm going to do is at the end of the campaign, there's going to be a bonus episode where I do you'll hear all of the quotes at one time. That way, I don't have to... I was going to end up doing a bonus episode anyway, so that you could hear the heroes that don't get used. Like, the story-driven here, you use Arthas as a paladin. Well, the paladin that you use in the skirmishes and multiplayer matches, he's different. He has different quotes. So I would have had to have done a video for that anyway, so I'm just going to go and do it all at one time. So we're going to go ahead and do Jaina's meeting. I'm going to be quiet during this. 2 weeks later in the Violet Gardens of Dalaran.
You must be wiser than the king. The end is near.
I told you before, I'm not interested in this nonsense.
And I've wasted my time here.
You can show yourself now, Jaina. He's gone.
I'm sorry for eavesdropping, Master, but...
It's your inquisitive nature that I've come to rely on, child. That crazed fool's convinced that the world is about to end.
I've heard the rumors of the plague spreading throughout the Northlands. Do you truly believe that the plague is magical in nature?
It's a strong possibility. That's why I need you to travel there and investigate the matter. I've arranged for a special envoy to assist you.
Yes, Master. I'll do my best.
I know you will, child. Farewell.
Alright, Chapter 3, Ravages of the Plague. 3 days later in Alterac, Arthas and his men wait near a crossroads along the King's Road. Now, I can't move my mouse around, but... Let's see, where is it saying? Yeah. You may notice if you've... No, that's actually fairly accurate. If you've played World of Warcraft, these maps don't necessarily match, especially if you go back to Warcraft 2 and stuff, but they're vaguely similar.
Prince Arthas, we've been waiting here for hours. Are you sure this friend of yours is coming?
I'm sure. Jaina usually runs a little late.
We must help her!
Stay your blade, Captain. Take care of herself.
Well, that doesn't mean you should make her fight ogres by herself. It's kind of mean.
Gentlemen, meet Miss Jaina Proudmore, Special Agent to the Kirin Tor, and one of the most talented sorceresses in the land. Looks like you haven't lost your touch. It's good to see you again, Jaina.
You too, Arthas. It's been a while since a prince escorted me anywhere.
Yes, it has. Well, I guess we should get underway.
Our sources believe the plague originated in the region north of here. We should check out the villages along the King's Road.
Ugh, a little tired. Just got off work. Well, Jaina is the second of the 3 heroes that the humans have. Archmages are intellect-based heroes with the ability to summon a water elemental, the ability to cast Blizzard. And what Blizzard is it you select an area, a little circle area, and she'll bring waves of ice shards fall down. And you have to be careful when you're using it because it will damage your own units as well. She also has Brilliance Aura, which, well, grants additional mana regeneration to everyone around within the range of the aura. And her ultimate is Mass Teleport. It teleports a very large number of units to either a friendly building or a friendly unit. Meaning that if I've only ever pulled it off once in multiplayer, and that was a free-for-all game. It wasn't something that I was being real serious with. But later on you get the Sorceress, and they have the ability to actually turn invisible. So you can send an invisible Sorceress in an enemy base, and then well, you teleport a bunch of steam tanks in the back of their right in the back of their base past their defenses. Is that a piked peasant? I think it is. Still twitching. Well, anyway, no items here, but if you kill this critter, you get Bracer of Agility. So that's not too bad. And of course you got experience for Miss Jaina Proudmore and Arthas. I think the max level for this one is 4. We have 2 footmen and a captain, which is basically, he's a more powerful footman. He's not anything special. The captain appears in several of the human campaigns.
Prince Arthas, there's something amiss at the bridge ahead.
There is no bridge. That seems to be what's amiss.
Greetings, my lord.
Nothing down there. Let's go talk to Achilles.
My lord, someone has destroyed the bridge from the far side of the river. There is another way to cross, but it is not as safe as it used to be.
Well, okay then. Now, I don't know...
My lord, if this is about taxes, I can explain.
I'm not entirely sure... You know what? Kill him. It is about taxes. His name is Gargle
Slaughter
Metal.
them all.
Bandits, run!
Attack the town.
Save us!
Now, the Archmage, I think, is a fairly useful early game hero. Probably the most powerful early game hero that the humans have. Because not only is the Archmage fairly fast in its movement speed, I don't know about Jaina, but I think if I recall correctly...
Oh, thanks so much. I have a reward for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
My lord, there is an ancient fountain shrine nearby. Legends say that its holy waters can restore health and heal grievous wounds.
That could prove to be useful indeed.
Yes, it can. But the Blizzard spell actually does damage buildings, and it's unpreventable. Well, it's preventable because I don't remember if they charge it or not. I don't play human a lot. I never played humans a whole lot in the multiplayer. I was always an undead player. So, and it's been years since I played. So, let's get that. I like going for the Brilliance Aura in the story because of the fact that it synergizes well with Arthas and his healing. It helps keep his mana up. Since he is a melee hero, he tends to, well, regenerate mana kind of slow. But I do know the Archmage is a good harasser hero because of the fact that they can run in and blizzard the peasants. I remember that a lot. Running in there, just all of a sudden blizzard starts raining down on my acolytes. I'm like, what the hell? Kill that stupid Archmage. And if they get lucky, they'll get a level up, and then all of a sudden you've got to deal with a water elemental and blizzard, and the water elemental is also pretty good.
Lock your shields and defend yourselves. Their arrows won't get through.
Skeletons? Slay them all immediately.
Now, Arthas' Holy Light spell can actually deal damage to undead, just not these skeletons for some reason. These archers are not classified as undead. I'm not entirely sure why. But, they aren't.
What were those creatures, Sergeant?
Undead, my lord. This whole village has gone mad. We did our best to defend the villagers, but
We'll get to the bottom of this.
We got 3 more footmen, and now our footmen can, and our captain, can use the defend ability. The defend ability is pretty good early game. And it's one of the, I think, footmen's few saving graces because, like I said, the footmen are rather weak. They don't have as... All the other Tier 1 units have, I think, something that makes them useful late game, except for the footmen. The ghouls have their... I forget what it's called. Is it Frenzy? Ghoul Frenzy? Well, anyway, it vastly increases their movement speed and their, I think, their attack speed as well. And they are pretty cheap. And there's, you know, overall I really like the ghouls. They're one of my favorite units to use in the game. Ghouls are kind of like Zerglings, if you've ever played StarCraft but haven't played this. Ooh, Potion of Mana. And we'll go over here.
This must be the shrine that the old man spoke of. Any
Notice how
man
my
who drinks from
Holy
these
Light
blessed
spell is
waters
actually
will be
damaging
healed.
that skeleton. So I'm going to go ahead and get Devotion Aura. And pretty much for the rest of the time, see, he's level 4 now. So level 5, I'll max out Holy Light. Level 6, I'll get Resurrection. Then I'll max out Devotion Aura, and then work on Divine Shield. And unfortunately, you don't really get to keep Jaina long enough for her to get to level 6. Whoa, my microphone. I really need to get a new one. Forgive me if I'm not being very informative on this game.
It's as if the land around that granary is dying.
Could the grain itself be plagued?
Let's hope not. Those crates bear the regional seal of Anderhall, the distribution center for the northern boroughs. If this grain can spread the plague, there's no telling how many villages might be affected.
Forgive me if I'm not being very informative about the game. I'm trying to give some general advice, but I can't, like, give you a whole bunch of advice because it's been 5 years or more since I took this game online, so kill that. That's a necromancer. They can raise skeletons from dead bodies. That can be very annoying to face. Let's see. Do I want Blizzard or do I want to get another? Yeah, I think I'll get Blizzard just to show it to you. Let's see, nothing else this way. Oh, skeletons, kill them. I'll show you Blizzard. Let me see if she channels it. Yeah, okay, she does channel it. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a channeled spell or not. But they have to be still to cast it. It does make sense.
Greetings. We are priests from Quell the Loss. We've come to help heal the land of this strange curse.
As always, the generosity of the elves is greatly appreciated.
You should know that there is a granary warehouse at the far end of this village. This evil blight may be evident there as well.
We'll check it out.
Priests are one of the most, in my opinion, the most powerful units that the humans have. Not directly, but indirectly, because they have the heal spell. It heals 25 points of damage. While not as good as, say, Holy Light, it is auto cast. It costs very little mana, and usually 2 priests is really enough to just seriously increase the length of time that your group of units lasts. Priests also have Dispel Magic, which is good for, say, fighting summoned units, or if you're fighting, for example, the Undead. The Undead have a unit called the Banshee. What it does is it likes to put a ability
What
on
are
you.
you men shooting at?
We're blasting those damn skeletons, sir. This whole flaming village is crawling with them.
Well, I could use your help. We've got a warehouse to destroy at the end of town.
Let's get to it.
For example, if these skeletons right here were summoned instead of actually just being here. See, it won't let me do this. It's just irritating. I could use the Dispel Magic to do quite a bit of damage to them. Scroll of Healing. We'll give that to Jaina. And I'll take that. What are you shooting at?
Our forces are under attack.
Their ultimate spell is... Ooh, what is this? A Mantle of Intelligence. Their ultimate spell is Inner Fire. If you play WoW, you might be vaguely aware of what the Inner Fire spell is, but it's more powerful in this game than it is in WoW. Well, no, actually, I'm thinking a while back. Well, what Inner Fire does is it actually raises the armor. Go ahead and pick that up, Jaina. Raises the armor of the unit that it's cast on and their damage by 10%. And it's auto cast, so it's very good. I do think that the Orc's Bloodlust is a little better, but Inner Fire is not too shabby at all.
We've been discovered, my brothers. Flee and continue with the operation. I'm sorry I can't stay and chat, but duty calls.
That creature looks like it was sewn together from different corpses.
Let's study it after we kill it, okay?
That is an abomination. You probably know what an abomination is if you've played WoW. Let's go ahead and do that. going to try and not to lose any of my units. But if you do lose one, don't worry about it. Okay then.
What was that? And who was that wizard dressed in black?
I believe that the robed man was a necromancer. Obviously, he and his lackeys are behind this plague.
Well, it's a good bet we'll find him and the answers we're looking for in Anderhall.
Alas, Senderhall. I didn't talk much about the mortar team, but I'll talk more about them later. So anyway, next time on Warcraft 3, the next human mission. I'll see you then.